Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Broadway Podcast. Want to know what's going on downtown Nashville? Well, ride with us as we take you on a trip down Broadway.
This is the life we choose, life we choose. And honestly, I wouldn't want it any other way. I've been doing just fine, alright now. This is the life we choose. This is the life we choose.
Welcome back, man, to the
Yo.
Broadway Podcast. It's so good to
Thank
have you
you.
back.
I had fun. I'm glad we're back again.
Hell yeah. Well, today I want to kind of relieve some tension and some anxiety from work. So I think today is a good opportunity for us to kind of like get some things off our chest.
Love it.
From
I love a good bitch fest.
yes, I'm gonna call it like the things that drive us nuts.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, working on Broadway is very, very like moving parts and like a lot of things are going on downtown, and like just a lot of things just like really grinds my gears.
Telling me.
One of them.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Are you ready for it?
I'm ready for it.
Yes, especially right before I got to work. Just get it off
I
my
should have brought
chest.
my sheet. I probably have a list of millions of these.
Hell yeah. One of the things I want to talk about for me personally, and I want to ask you too, because I know you work with a lot of girls at your job. And I don't really work with a lot of girls at my job, but I work with a lot of like different personalities. And like our guest clientele at my job is like a very like traditionally like Southern.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I'm like behind the bar and they'll think I'm just back there like maybe taking out trash or like I'm a bar back. And like, I've gotten so many times where people are like, can I order from you? I'm like, well, I just made 14 vodka sodas 5 minutes ago.
You
and
don't
you saw
like that?
me. I hate that.
For real?
Yeah, why would you think I'm like that help back here? Like I'm just like back here like I'm not good enough to be a bartender or something like that. Like I just don't look like a bartender.
Stay away from me. I'll come to you. I would love that.
No. I mean I guess for at a certain extent like I don't I guess what you're saying like I wouldn't mind it that way, but like it happens
I guess I get it sometimes. Like you said, like working with supermodels behind that bar. They're all super cool.
Right.
And all of a sudden you get this back there.
Right. But like that's not the case for me. I work for a lot of guys. So it's like I'm not just back here just like flicking my bean. Like I'm actually a bartender. I'm actually slinging drinks. And you just saw me make all these drinks and you come to me like and second guessing like, can I order from you?
Oh,
like
man. Living the dream. You are.
I guess. Do you have that issue with I guess with you like the girls, I would want them to like kind of like be the face.
I mean, granted, like there's only, but also too, to your point, how many people are behind your bar at one point? Like there's only
true, yeah.
3-4 of us tops, right? So
Yeah.
like you gotta, obviously I'm there to make drinks, but I would love to be like, oh, I'll just wait for them. Okay, fine. But also
don't
2
know.
times money. Like I want get in, get out,
That's true, yeah.
this much, please, bye.
I mean, yeah, less is all, for sure more for me. Like, just as quick as you can get in, the quick as you can get
Yeah.
out. But, like, that can just drive me. I mean, like I said, like, I feel like, I guess I get in my feelings a little bit. I'm like, well, am I just because, you know what I mean? Like,
But
it's
that's
like,
gotta be on like a slow day. There's no way like you're cranking and you're just like pointing at people or
yeah,
whatever.
it's
may
definitely
have
like a morning shift or, like, maybe like right before rush hour or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, people are just, like, kind of like up there, like, just like looking around. But I'm like, damn, dude, like,
you. In your feels about it.
I mean, literally, it happens all the damn time. I'm like,
Really?
yes, and like another friend of mine that works there, he's like, yeah, it does that. They like to me too. It's like, can I get a drink from you? I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, yes, you get a drink from me. Like, I'm literally working like in directional point of like all the business. Like,
yeah.
who else are you gonna ask?
Yeah.
But whatever. But I mean, it just drives me nuts.
Cool.
People are just, I don't know.
I love different icks. I love hearing different
It's
people's
like,
ick-
yeah,
different
because like
people's
I
icks.
feel like you're just like not being socially aware at that point.
Or social awareness. Don't get me started on social awareness.
Like the walking downtown on Broadway and like people just bumping into you for no fucking reason.
Yeah. Or like okay, walking on Broadway. My biggest thing is people that stop on the curb, like stop in the middle of the sidewalk, like with their entire group, like disrupting flow of traffic both ways. That
Yeah.
just feel like the center of this anywhere, Disneyland, wherever. I loved it. But like if you stop in the center of a walkway,
Yeah.
you're dumb.
I mean, I honestly, like, I'll walk from like the garage down to like the little side door to get into work, and I'm literally walking in like a jigsaw just to go straight forward.
Yep.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding? Like, how is this a thing? Like, how are you not aware of like your surroundings? And then, like say for instance, like you walk behind like a couple, and like they're just taking up the whole block, the whole entire sidewalk. And I'm like, well, okay, I guess I'll just wait for you guys.
God forbid a group of 6 has to walk next to each other the entire way down Broadway.
Jeez. I'm like, I'm gonna just shoulder check everybody I walk past.
Yep.
This is insanity. Insanity.
Do it.
I mean, what do you think will happen if I just like
Nothing.
randomly shoulder check everybody?
Nothing.
I might get jumped.
No. From who?
From all the kids that are on Broadway.
A kid's gonna jump you?
I mean, they're the ones that sell the M&Ms and stuff. The ones that sell like the bottled water and M&Ms.
You're not gonna shoulder check those. Those are kids.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. There's some kids.
They weave too.
Yeah, and oh my god. So speaking of that, like, so like, there's like this little group of like children like that will be on Broadway and like try to sell you like waters and candy, all that stuff. Like, I guess for like whatever sponsorship, which is bullshit, but whatever. And one time, like, we had 1 week where like they were coming into like our job and asking for like money from like actual people, which is mean like I'm not gonna like, everybody has situations, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna like really like go into like that, but like it's just like where's your parents, dude?
Yeah.
Like it's 10 o'clock at night and you're on Broadway with God knows what's in that box, and you're like sneaking into like all these little bars. Like, one, is dangerous, and then two, why are you going up to like, it's just bad. I don't know. It's just like
I think
bad.
that's more on. I mean, that's not our job to get people
It's
out
not
like
our
that.
job.
However, it should be more on the people that have that power to do it, to get them out, because that's also, I don't know if that's a look for any business or bar.
Yeah.
That's like make now their clientele's feeling uncomfortable because now they don't only have like a tip bucket in their face from the band that's playing, but now they have
and then
children
us
and candy, and
then now kids,
right?
It's like, what is this in? Like, just you go broke just walking into the building.
Expensive, yeah,
it's crazy. And one time I was on the roof and like this one kid was up there and he asked this couple of guys for like money. I don't know what it was, but that guy gave him $100.
For real?
$100. I'm like, it's a slow day, and you just came to my bar and gave me $2.
Yeah, give me.
You gave this kid like $100 on a Thursday afternoon. He should be in school. First of all,
I'm bringing Skittles to work,
dude. I'm gonna start bringing a whole pack of chips. It's like 50 cents per ruffle bag or whatever. It's just totally outrageous.
Do you have food on this floor? I do, but you got to eat it outside or in the bathroom.
Yeah, solicitation at its finest. I'm like, you can have it, but like it's gonna cost you. We're gonna start having like little penny machines in the bathroom for like tissue and shit.
I want to own vending machines anyway. Like, just put one behind your bar daily.
For what?
Wheel in your own vending machine. Just plop it behind the bar.
Oh my god. I mean, we're not too far from it. I mean, some of these bars have like, what are those people called in the bathrooms? They're like
attendants.
Like, what are they called? Like concierge? Are they concierge?
I don't know.
What is the name for it?
I love them.
Do you really?
I feel awkward.
I do feel awkward.
It is awkward, no doubt. But like I need a mint right now.
Some cologne. Sometimes.
No way. I would never okay, but like, if you're not, why would you not come out prepared?
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like, what if you're like trying to pick up a chick or something, like, and you just like been outraging all day long? You might need a little pick me up, you know?
Okay, then you better have $1 on you or you better scan that.
I get it, but
barcode.
like don't say you don't need it. Like it's some.
No, I don't.
Also, do they reuse the deodorant? You think?
Probably. What do you mean? Do you think that's
like,
a one?
Because there's deodorant. Like, I've been in the restroom before.
Deodorant's expensive, man. I'm not. If I was that attendant, I would not refresh a deodorant every single time someone used it in the bathroom.
I'm gonna have to like.
But you have
buy
to
the whole bar then.
If you're in a place to where you're using bathroom attendant deodorant to pick up a chick, you're already losing.
I wouldn't say to pick up a chick, but like, come on now. Okay, we've been at a bar and like, well, I've been at a bar before and I've been like, I'm like raging, bro. Like I might have taken a little, like, you know, like something like my, like, yeah. And then I'm like, all right, I go to the bathroom. Like the one time I need deodorant and like maybe like some spray, it's like the worst kind of brands. It's like Axe body spray. Yeah. And like, I don't know. But I mean, but would you use it though?
No.
You've never had to use the bathroom?
No, I would not. I don't think like.
Don't be above bathroom.
I'm not. It's
toiletries.
It's there for a reason. Anything that's there, it's there for a reason.
Your
for
California is
somebody.
coming out right now. I don't like it.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm never gonna use.
But
I've
what do you
used
do?
it.
What do you do? Do you do a couple strips on your hand
I
first?
mean, I wouldn't use a
to get it
deodorant
going?
per se, because like that's the sticky situation. But like I might, depending on like the cologne choices. Like I've seen some Polo Black in there. I'm like, all right, I might
Okay, hit it.
boom boom,
Hit
real
it.
quick.
Hit it.
Come on, don't be opposed to that.
I'm not opposed to it. Just hit like if it's for you. Next time we go in the bathroom together,
Whoa.
grab me a mint
Okay, I will.
while you spray yourself. Or when you go to the bathroom, just grab me a mint. And
Well,
give
like okay,
your
so
buddy
you
a dollar.
just like you need a mint, I might need a little bit of a
That's
spray
fine. Hit it.
down, a little hose down. You know,
hit it. What was the first thing you said when I walked in here?
I forgot.
You smell good.
Oh yeah, you did smell
Yeah.
good. You do smell good,
Yeah.
yeah.
Stay ready.
But it
You
doesn't
gotta get
always.
ready.
But it doesn't always stay on you though. Like it might wear off.
Yeah. Well, then that's why people have natural scent, natural.
Or you
musk.
might run through people that smoking cigarettes on the street,
That's
and you just like reek
Nashville.
of cigarettes.
That's Nashville.
Oh, whatever.
You do you.
All right. Well, moving on. Another thing that gets on my nerves. Well, I'm not gonna say get on my nerves, but like, how do you feel about like when you're driving down, like, and you're like running late for work? Because I'm usually always late for work. Not late, but running late because I live so close. So like, I will.
It's so much
Kinda
easier to. Sorry, go on.
No, you good. Like,
It's so much easier to be late when you live so close.
yeah, like I wait to the absolute last minute to leave, and I get all the way down to 3rd Avenue, and I have like my little areas where I know, like on Tuesdays I go this way, on the weekends I go this way. So like I have a whole routine, but it never fails. On my late days, I get behind either a party bus or a donkey and buggy, or whatever you want to call it, and I'm like, ugh, are you kidding me? Like, why is there not like a destination like area for those things to like have their own space, or
It
a
is.
party
It just-
bus?
It just so happens to be on our route.
How do you feel about that? That's kind of like
When I'm running late, everyone is the worst driver, and it never fails. The universe will always slow you down when you're in a hurry, just because you notice it more.
I guess, but
Right.
like it's
But I
just such
agree.
a headache.
It is. It
The
is.
donkey one is like the worst because like they're like really slow,
Yeah.
and like I'm just like trying to like detour to the side and like get around it and see how I can like
Right.
maneuver. But like it's like the space of like 5 cars.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you like zip it around, you're like gonna hit somebody or like hit another car. And I'm like, I have to be working 5
And you're
minutes.
stressing out that donkey, man.
But yeah, they take shit.
Take
Oh my
off.
god, have you ever seen the pile of shits on the road?
Yeah. Also, too, you don't know who they came from. It's the worst.
I mean, I would hope it didn't come from a human.
I hope not.
Those big piles of like poop is on the, like it's bad. But yeah, man, like, and I'm like they have to have like some kind of like alternate route.
Right.
I feel like
Well,
it
I mean,
just-
the transit thing just passed. Maybe there's a donkey route on it.
I doubt it. And I'm like, and I always pass by like saying that's inhumane because like
Yeah.
it kind of is. But I'm like, just come on, like 3rd Avenue, Broadway, just like stay away from it.
Yeah.
Like, go
Big loop.
around, like-
big loop. Start at the top.
Yeah, especially like on a Friday night. Like, what are you doing down here?
Yeah.
And I've gone off work before, and like the party buses would be out still, and I would feel like I'm walking the walk of shame because like I feel so awkward. Do you feel awkward when you pass those like
Yeah.
on foot?
I feel awkward when I pass them and they're not on Broadway. Like, you know how they do have like their loops and like they go all the way out, but you see them like 2 blocks down
Yeah.
from where you are, and they're still trying to party, and you're just like, I'm
I'm on
bagel.
the Mumbrian right now. I'm like at church. What are you doing over here?
Exactly.
And then like I'll like walk past like after a long shift of work. And I don't want to even like see or hear people. And then the first thing I hear is woo, like and like they're like listening to like god awful music on the bus. I'm like, oh,
Have you ever been on one of
my
those?
God. I have.
Are they fun?
They're so
How
fun.
long do you go on there though?
Okay, so I went actually on my birthday last year. I had dinner at a really good place over.
Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Oh my God, thank you.
It's your
Yeah, my
birthday.
birthday was 2 days ago. Yeah, so I did that last year. I did a party bus, and one of my friends actually like runs it or whatever. And so like he was pretty cool, and like we just like partied. So it's like I think it's like usually like a 2-hour thing. You can get it up to like 4 hours, but it like just costs more.
Why would you get 4 hours of that?
Why would you need 4 hours of that?
Yeah.
Like I would
2 is
either be
max.
blackout, yeah. And it's really fun. I talk so much shit about it, but like when you do it, it's like okay, I get it.
Word. Well,
It's-
if you can have like your own playlist, your own drinks, everything like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I get it.
But the other side, I'm like, oh my God, this is such a is this
The variety of them is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
Like
bad.
the ones with like the lazy boys that just face out, so you can just.
They have lazy boys.
There's one that's just a platform of just chairs that just look out.
I've never seen those.
Yeah.
I've seen the tractor ones before. The one we did last year was like a upscale one. So like they had like a bartender on it and stuff like that, which I think most of them all do. But like it was like a DJ and stuff. It was pretty cool. I mean, they're fun, but like at the end of the day, like it's still a headache. Like
Have you done the drag one?
The which one?
The drag bus.
Of course.
I heard that one's fun.
That was the most fun.
I heard it's the
they
most
have a. Oh my god! So yeah, I did that.
I wanna
Like
do it.
one day, like some of my friends, like was like, let's be locals today. I mean, like let's be tourists today. And so we did like all like little touristy spots like for brunch and stuff, and then we did the drag bus, and that was the most fun I had. Like they know how to party, and like but they gave us like, which is sad because like the time we did it was like during the time they were trying to like get rid of like all the like drag performers and stuff like that. I think it was like what, a year or two ago. It was like very recent. I think you weren't living here yet, but they were going through like this process of trying to like vote out like having drag shows and having like stuff going on at play and stuff. And so like they had like a lot of rules that we could and couldn't do when we did it. And it was kind of sad. Yeah, it was kind of sad. So like you couldn't say certain things out the window. I think at certain points of like the drive, you had to like be like inside or whatever. Yeah. And like all the drinks you had to be like, and I don't know, there was a lot of like parameters around it because they were like at that time it was like a big subject of like it being okay or whatnot, but obviously like they still do it, and like thank God that like we still have like the opportunity to do that. But it was kind of, I was like, why is it like so sketch, like but then they told us like what was going on. I was like, all right, cool. But yeah, the drag bus is amazing. I highly suggest you do it.
I mean,
have you done it before? Anything before like that?
Like I've gone to drag shows, but not
no, I'm talking about the buses.
Word. No, I haven't done the bus yet. I had to be in a certain space to want to do a bus.
What kind of space is that?
Just want to dance.
Do you want to dance?
I want to dance always.
Yeah? I don't know, man. Remember last time I was talking to you, like, I think outside of the podcast, I was like, you seem like, what did I say to you? I said something kind of rude, probably. I was like, you seem like,
super cool and just the coolest dude alive, probably.
Well, I mean, I don't know about all that. I don't know. You're like an egg. I just got to keep breaking.
I'm so chill. Like, I love working a busy bar. I can't stand patronizing or like not being a patron at a busy bar. Patronizing is the wrong word, but like I can't stand to like go find my 3-foot square space and just like post up for the night. That's not me anymore. Well,
yeah, of course, especially when you're talking about the sober bartender thing. But like, and also like for me, it's like I try to avoid going to like the bars that like we work for, but then I'm always at them. So like,
that's last I saw you.
I know it was. I was at your job, and I was like, I roll because I wasn't drunk though, which is good. But like I feel like they're the only ones that are like kind of fun though, and then all my friends are like working there, so it's like really hard not to go. And I try to like venture off and like go to other places like that, but like I just feel like
it's a lot better though, because like you want to go to your homie's bar.
Yeah, of course, I want to see my friends.
Yeah, especially in a sea of people when it's busy too. Like it's refreshing for your buddy to see you in an unfamiliar crowd of people.
Yeah, I think the last time I saw you at work was you were downstairs, and I came over to say hey on purpose, and you're just like, oh hey.
I was busy.
I don't know about that.
Bitch, I was busy.
Yeah, y'all were pretty busy. But I was like, I saw you across. I was like, I'm gonna go say hey to him because like I wanted to like show him love. And then I went over there. You're like, hey. I'm like, well,
you know what it was too? I was on the well that like doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
So like that night, I was working with 3 rock star bartenders that were cranking, and I felt like I was like a troll behind that bar, like picking up receipts, picking up cash tips from the bar while they just like kept going. Like I was trying so like it's the well that like you have to try hard to make sure that you earn your cut,
because nobody like initially comes to you.
Yeah. All right, next time you come in, I'm gonna put up a sign. I'm gonna write receipt paper. On a receipt paper, it says "handsomest boy at the bar," and you'll be a little sash for you. Yeah. Make you feel special.
Perfect. Right, I need that.
I got you.
Speaking of working at a bar, it's like I know sometimes like we like after like we were talking about earlier too, like after a certain hour of the day, I don't think it's appropriate to like have your kids there.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
100%.
Like, what is it like over there? Because like I know where I'm at. It's like if they can come to the rooftop, they'll be up there all day long. Yeah. And I'm like, why in the hell do you want your kids up here at 9:00 at night? People are doing coke in the bathroom probably
because they want their time.
Yeah, but like, what is that about though? Like,
I don't know.
It just drives me crazy. It's like I'm like, because even on like a Saturday, like we have like security and stuff like that. We'll check, but sometimes you know they can get through the cracks.
It's like the holdover, right? Like you don't start carding until X o'clock, right? Anyone that's in the building before that, it's not like they're sweeping the entire building.
Yeah.
I wish they would.
I wish they would for sure too.
I wish they would too. It makes our job so much more seamless to
Yeah.
know that everyone in the building's 21.
Because I mean, if you walk up to the rooftop, I mean, we've gotten to the habit of like steel carding because like as you get to a certain age and like veteranship in your whatever, you know how to like. Okay, let me see your ID just in case.
Totally.
Even though I know somebody's like checking your ID because like I was 19, 18 once and like I would just get my friend get me a beer and like just hold it throughout the entire day and then that's like my card all day long. But I'm like, dude, at 9 o'clock, like why is your 14-year-old kid up here?
Yeah, it's
on the
trust but
rooftop?
verify, right? On IDing again, like I trust that the security at the front door carded you. I'm just gonna verify that you're 21 because it's my job.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, if I was a kid too, I would just wait in that building for 2 hours and go.
What's the thing that like red flag for you to like know to card somebody when they order something from you? I'm kind of curious.
It's how you order, what you order, and just how you order. Like, how do you carry yourself?
Yeah.
Have you been to a bar before? Like
give me a scenario because I have several I can tell you. Like, I'm like, let me see your ID.
if you're ordering a Long Island, an Adios of the kind, get your ID out.
Oh, Long Island is your red flag?
If you're a child, if you look like a child, yeah.
Okay, I get that. Because I know people that get Long Islands is like, they're not kids.
Yeah.
But like, for me, it's like, what do you, like, I think my red flag when I think I need to card somebody is like, what's your favorite shot?
Yep.
I'm like, what? How old are you, dude? Like,
Yep.
what do you mean? One time I said a water shot, like just to be a smart ass. And I'm like, what do you mean what's my favorite shot? Or like, what do you guys have that's sweet? I'm like, let me see your ID.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what's the worst too is when people ask like, what's my favorite? What's blah, 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 blah. And then they don't take your recommendation. Like we could have skipped all this if you
Yes.
just would have said you wanted Jack and Coke.
Exactly.
Don't,
Like, what's on the menu? And then
Yep.
you like recite the
this
half.
is so good. This is so good. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Well, I want a side salad.
Just give me a bush light.
Yeah, for real.
I'm like, why did you even have me go through that? Or like when you like ask for a menu and they literally like ask you like, oh, so people come here to get the meatloaf or like people come here to get the hot chicken. I'm like, yeah, it's really good. Cause like, I'm so like, when it comes to like people asking me like my suggestion, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Just order the shit. Like
Word.
for me, it's like, I'm not a food connoisseur anymore. Like I'm not a server anymore. So I don't care. Let's just order the food and go about your
God
life.
forbid you're busy during that time too. Like I had a guy the other night who's like, what's your favorite drink to make? I go, Bud Light. Bud Light is my favorite. I'm so good at it. It's cold, it's refreshing. It's right here. No, what's your favorite drink to like make? Jameson ginger ale. Is it good? Why do we have to continue this?
Right? It's like the never-ending cycle of conversation. And it's like, then you don't even like, or you don't even order at all. How about the people who like get the menus and like ask you like a bunch of fucking questions and then you go like handle your business and come back and they're gone.
Yep.
Menus at the fucking bar still.
Yep.
I'm like, why was this even like,
Yep.
like why?
Look at it online.
Like what's
It's gonna
going
save
on
both of us
here?
time.
So like a lot of bars here have like different floors and stuff, right? Like I know your bar has a couple floors, mine does too. And do you have like a certain area where like you do or do not like working? This is like for your like preference, like it's all preference based.
Yeah.
Which one is it? Can we say it on 3 at the same time? So like you have rooftop, whatever bar. And yours is kind of different because y'all have like a lot of shit going on. But like I want to just see if we're on the same page.
Can we say it?
I mean, what do you mean? Like say for instance, like rooftop versus like
Okay.
Another level.
Give me the spectrum of what we're working with.
okay. So what like what's your favorite floor versus your least favorite floor? I want to know your least favorite floor to work on.
Okay. You want to say it on 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Surface
Dining.
well.
No,
That's the same thing for us.
Oh, word. Okay.
So
yeah.
So like I hate working. You said dining.
Dining.
And for us, it's service well. So it's the
Okay.
same thing. So
Okay.
like, tell me why, please. I want to know.
Because I'm more focused on food, tip sales. Like I'm working off checks and hoping
Yeah.
to get that check money rather than repetitive dollar per drink. I'd rather sell 10,000 drinks than 100 food taps.
Oh, absolutely. And then it takes you out of like, because we all have like bartender minds. So like we don't like food is just like an adjacent to us. I feel like for me anyways. And like if I'm having to go to the kitchen,
Yeah.
like what am I doing? I might as well
Yeah.
put an apron on.
Well,
like,
and everyone at your bar is sitting and staying rather than walking up and leaving.
Exactly. And then don't get me
Right.
started with the cocktails.
Yeah.
Like it just drives me nuts. So like, yeah, my least favorite part is like, and I know it's like it keeps you humble and like also like it like it keeps you educated on like how to pour and stuff like that. But like we're downtown, like,
and everyone's got to do it. Like,
does they?
Yeah.
Do they though? Because like, there's.
I mean, they rotate.
Well, we'll have to say that.
I like it because we don't. I like our spot because like we don't work the same bar twice in a row.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good. I think that's kind of standard though. I feel like it should be anyways, and if it is, I think it's like a mistake sometimes. To like have somebody on that same like bar, but it does happen sometimes.
Yeah,
though.
I've worked there enough time, but there's still 2 bars I have not worked yet.
At all? How long? What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not. There's one that I'm not mad about that I've never worked, but there's one that's chill, but it just has to. But I've just yet to be scheduled. I'm okay with it though.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, especially now, like, well, I mean, do you have people? I still have people I haven't even worked with. Well, I've been at my place for like 3-4 years. So like I know there's people that work with me that I haven't seen in about 4 or 5 months. Yeah. But as far as seeing it, knowing everybody, I know everybody though. Which when I first started working over there too, it was like, it took me a good 3 months when I served to like get to know like all the bartenders. And then when I finally started bartending, it took me like another like month and a half to like see the ones that don't work certain days and stuff like that. So like it took me a long time, which is kind of crazy.
I know everybody, but I just haven't like had a shift with XYZ yet.
So y'all are still going to work and like meeting each other for the first time?
Yeah, at least hanging out for 9 hours.
That's crazy. The meet and greet. Yeah. Like,
it's cool,
hey,
though.
my name is so-and-so.
Yeah. It's kind of like a fun like, oh, our first shift together. Capture the moment type thing. And then
but then you don't have any kind of rapport with anybody either. Like you don't have like any kind of like bartending like rapport. Because when you can work with somebody so easily, it's like your shift goes by faster too. Yeah. If I'm like having to constantly like look around and see like how your speed and how your movement is, like it's kind of annoying.
I think it goes by faster because you get to kind of learn somebody in that sense. So I'm focused more on that than I am like looking at my watch every 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's true. And hopefully it's busy enough to where like we're not even paying attention to the time either.
Yeah.
That's still crazy that you guys have still. How long have it? Well, I mean,
I've been there probably 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah. I mean that's kind of like standard. Especially like, do you work like every day? Are you open every day?
I have open availability, but yeah. But I mean, now with it kind of slowing down a little bit, like there's less chance to have 4 on a shift rather than 1 on some floors.
Yeah, that's true.
Those are the worst.
I mean, you'll get to know everybody now because we're going into like a slower time too. Yeah. So like it'll be easier to like build some relationships with. Have you been able to like do that since you've been here for 3 months? Like how's that been going?
I think so. It's been super cool. Everyone I work with is so chill. They could not have been more welcoming. It's unique too because it is a newer building. So like there was no like go in there to straight seniority of people and stuff like that and egos of the case. I don't think there's one ego in the building really. Not
even yours?
Not that I found out.
I was
yet.
just kidding.
But as far as like any type of favoritism or like aim towards getting certain people scheduled right now, I personally have not experienced it.
Oh wow! Look at you being an ambassador for your company.
Yeah,
that's hot. But moving forward though, like I think that like, are you scared with the wintertime coming?
Less than normal because I got lucked out when I moved here, but I had like a 6-week free promotion on my apartment.
Yeah. Right.
So I'm gonna save that money towards December, January.
Yeah, I think because I don't know, people don't really realize, especially moving here from like another city, because like California's like always sunny, right? So like, and I don't think you guys do y'all have seasonal?
Oh yeah.
Time frames?
Well, like I'm from Laguna Beach, so like everyone goes to the beach in the summer, right? That's our money making process. The winter is slow. Like I mean, cold for California is different than for cold out here, but people still get cold, right? They don't want to go to these. There's no tourism into a tourist spot during that time.
Gotcha.
But also too, if in this industry, if you don't know when your slow season is and you don't put a little away during your busy season, it's on you, I feel.
Exactly, yeah. But like I said, people don't really, I would feel like people from like California or any other area like that's warm throughout the year, they don't realize when they moved here, even like people from like Vegas. I don't know how the weather is out there, but like we have a lot of people from Vegas, people from out there transplanting here. Like I don't know they realize how slow it gets. in like February and January.
Yeah.
And those can be, I didn't know, it kicked me in the ass like 2 years
Yeah.
ago. I was like, damn, we're not making anything right now. And so I was just wondering if like you guys knew how to like prepare for that, or did anybody give like a warning, like saying, hey, this is how it's
for
gonna
sure.
be.
Yeah. I mean, all my friends out here are pretty much industry, so like they forewarned me for the most part. But again, like I feel like I'm pretty good because of how it was back home, of knowing that winter time is going to be slow anyway.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's a lot different of a lull here than it is back there. I feel like it's worse back there.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, like we say it's slow, and then it'll be. I mean, like the money drastically changes, but like you gotta think about it. We go from like making a lot to like making average.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like we have to. I think people just like over budget because they're like, oh, I made so and so amounts of money like this 5 or 6
But
months.
I'm making way more out here than I was back home. On busy. Oh yeah, for sure.
I can see that though, because
like my busiest day back home, busiest day to where like it's full cocktails, full everything, full drink menu. Looking at the other bartender of like, I'll see you in 5 hours because we're about to get our asses whooped.
Yeah.
Is still like a Thursday out here.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Well, I love hearing people give me like other perspectives of like out like in California, like New York, because I have a buddy in New York too, and it still surprises me how people like say we're like the busiest, like we make the most money for bartenders, like majority of the places in the country, which is like kind of like insane is the thing, because I'm like people that usually have money like all throughout the year like stay out there or stay in New York. So like I guess I'm happy that like I've nailed this job and stuff like that, but so like I'm glad I get to hear that, because I'm like, man, I can kind of go to like Miami, make the same money. Yeah.
But it depends on where you work too though. Like you could be in California,
but
you can still work at a shitty bar.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Or you can be in Nashville or at a shitty bar.
Yeah.
We don't though, but we could.
Yeah.
And thank God we don't. So for me, like I always like to ask people like what they think, like especially from you, like say from you being 6 months or like 3 months you said being here versus me being downtown for like 4 years. What do you think some things that you'll like to like see differently moving forward, like what's going on downtown, like the trends going on downtown Nashville?
Fix our roads.
Yeah.
Potholes are insane. Personally, I'd like to see, other than like help the homeless and everything of the sort. ID at the door earlier. I want to serve adults. Like I can't.
Yes.
I'm not making. I make maybe a couple Shirley Temples a shift, right? But help me help the business, help our clientele, right? I guess that's the best way to branch that out. ID everybody at the door at one point. Stick to it, because once 2 a.m. or midnight hits and you're still having to card people just to verify, it's uneasy.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're cranking. We're busy.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's like water stations, please. I am not a water boy. I do not want to be refilling your waters every 5 seconds. And you're not, I want to know if like certain companies, I'm not going to say ours, but there's some companies don't realize how much that's taken away from us serving actual cocktails, drinks, etc. When I'm having to like literally use my gun because I'm not going to say what I really do. Use my gun to refill somebody's water constantly over and over and over again. And it's like we're taking away money from like
and that's the
you
slowest
guys.
Button. That's the slowest
button on the gun. I'm like, and it never fails. Like around 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
The water people come.
Yeah.
They're already hammered, or like they're getting hammered, and like you're just constantly refilling water. There's one point where I gave somebody like I had to give her like 10 glasses of water. I'm like, even during busy shifts, can I get 2 vodka sodas and 5 waters? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Yeah.
Like,
my new thing's either no ice or as little as ice as possible, because I'm not going to see you for a while. But if I ice that thing and fill it up, you're going to polish that in 2 seconds.
Right. I'm like, oh my God. So, I mean, that's just a work in progress, I guess. But like, I just don't understand why we don't have water stations. I just don't understand it. Like, it makes no sense to me.
It's also kind of sketch though. Like you see like a water jug at a bar that like has top access. First off, it looks like shit because it's just a giant orange, whatever it is.
It doesn't have to be a giant orange.
Oh, fair. True that. But like if it needs a lock on it for sure.
Yeah.
Like if I walk up to a water station and it doesn't have a lock on it and I just see like the top kind of askew. Dude,
but if it's at the bar though.
Behind the bar or on the bar?
No, like if it's on the bar, because some places like have it like on their bars.
Yeah.
And like it's clear too, like so you can kind of like see. It is kind of sketchy.
It's
huh?
so sketchy.
I'm like, because I've never once like gotten drunk and like, let me see if I can just like take that off.
Yeah, but think how. Yes, you can. I guarantee it. Unless it has. I've seen two downtown that have locks on it.
I mean, that makes sense. But like, do you think how much of a process is it to like drug the water jug?
People are crazy.
I guess, but like, well, okay, well, how about a water, like, you know, those things at the gym where like they have like,
100%.
what about
All day,
that?
all day long.
You can't take that.
All day long.
Like, there's things around it, but like, literally, I feel like it's taking away money out of everybody's pocket to like not have it.
Yeah, but I feel
Or
like
not
more of
invest in
in a
it.
corporate bar, they're gonna want you to interact with people regardless of what it is, and that's why we don't.
I mean, perception though. Like, I'm on the rooftop on Saturday. I'm versus like being downstairs on the dining room floor is different. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'll give you a glass of water, but like upstairs, I'm like, really, dude?
But
10
also
waters?
too, if you tip me on a water, if you tip me $1 even on a water,
yeah,
you put that cup on my bar every single time.
actually, I've gotten some good tips on water.
Yeah.
With a smile, because like sometimes I have to catch myself. I'm like, oh, this guy he gave you $1, so like I'm like, hi, here you go, small water.
You get a totally different bartender if you tip on.
Oh,
water.
absolutely.
Because it's that amount of people that actually do is very limited.
Yeah.
So like when you do, it puts a smile on
Yeah.
any bartender's face.
I actually kind of look for your glass of water,
Tip on your waters,
please.
but please have your fucking payments ready.
Oh my god, I saw that last week. I was like, yes, somebody please tell me. Why is that though? What is the thing?
Why is it that they don't, or why?
like?
Is it
What
so
do you
important?
think people don't understand? Like, what's
No
going
idea.
on?
I feel like people try this though. Like next time you realize that you're getting irritated by someone not having their payment ready, tell them how much it is before you walk away.
Well, how can you do that when your prices change? Oh,
True.
never mind.
But if you do on a day that you do, right, like that's going to be $30.
Yeah.
Like they start the magic number that pops out of your mouth is going to be, you could lie. You can come back and say,
Oh, sorry.
go ring
this.
back. Oh, it's actually blah, 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 right? Always overshoot it, right? To make it seem like they're getting a deal. But they need a total, but you just had your ID out. You just pulled out your wallet to grab your ID. You just did this to get out your purse. How did you not know there's going to be a fucking transaction?
The Jeopardy song comes on.
Right? and you try, and your hands are on the rail, and you're trying not to, the tins just clink.
Not be a dick.
Yeah, you're trying so hard. I'm not good at showing.
Have you ever been a dick to anybody on accident? Well, I wouldn't say dick, like, because when you get, like, I think we're professionals. So, like, we're not dicks. We're just, like, very sarcastic.
Yeah, I should be able to deal with adults. And if you can't handle being talked to as an adult and direct, that's your issue.
Period. Also, don't bombard the bar and it'd be, like, 5 people and they don't know what they want.
Yep.
And they're just sitting there, like.
As soon as you turn around to ask, I'm turning around to find somebody else.
Every single time.
People fail to realize that there's 100 eyeballs looking at us in this direction. There's two eyeballs from us looking out there in that direction. You don't see me, but there's 100 people behind you that want my attention.
Right.
And so this needs to go a little bit more smoothly here.
Or the scattered orders, like, well, these 2 people will get this, and then the wives are back there like, I don't know what I want, babe. I'm like, all right, dude, like, either you want nothing or everything.
Or,
like,
you know what's the worst too? That it's not so bad, but it's like, I'll just try hers first. Or I'll try this one first.
Yeah.
Like, I could just knock out 2 real quick. It's a vodka soda.
Right.
What are you going to taste that you've never tasted before?
Is our soda out?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come on.
Did I accidentally put tonic into this? No, I'm not, because I've done this 1,000 times.
Right.
I know the buttons are very different.
Jesus. Like, whatever.
Having your payment ready is probably my biggest ick right now.
Yeah, I feel that. You've been harping on that for a couple weeks.
That is be my new mantelpiece the new hill I will die on.
Mine is still water, man. I hate it. Because, like, I feel like we get it a lot where we're at. Like, I just hate it. Like, because they'll order it in bulk, too. They're like, can we get 10 waters? I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Like, this is
and they have
harassment at this point.
5 people with them.
Yeah. I'm like, so 1 drink per 5 waters, like, piss off.
And think, if you're actually using the gun to fill those waters.
Because I do it every time, right?
You do it every time.
Every single time.
There's no difference in the water.
No Cumberland water.
No.
You get fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine working it like down there on the river and just like dipping it in?
That's horrible. That's instant fucking E. coli.
Death.
Yeah, death.
Worst cesspool
for
in your
sure.
body.
Horrible.
But yeah, I agree. Waters are pretty bad.
Yeah,
But
water's
also
a big
too,
thing.
hydrate, have fun. It's a marathon, not a sprint down there.
I guess I'm not here to
We've all been there.
hydrate you. Go to the bathroom and drink out the. I don't know. I'm just mean with it because like it's out of control.
What happens when you get pushed to that limit of being professional to being an asshole?
I'm never an asshole. I'm always nice. I'm just very sarcastic.
This is
Just like that. Just like this.
This is the face you make when you lie?
I don't know. I have several. I do it quite often. No, I mean, I like to say I keep a very like, I don't know. I keep it kind of cute always. Like I've never once like, cause I've seen people like kind of lose their shit, not lose their shit, but like say something to somebody. Yeah. I'm never like that. I'm just kind of witty. So like I'll say some shit that you can never like get me on. You know what I mean? Like if you ask me for like 6 waters, I'm like, really, dude? Like you really want 6 waters right now? Like something like that. But like I will never like go to the extent of like making them feel like shit by making them feel like shit. You know what I mean?
You know what's a big ick now too of mine is when people hand me like crumpled up money or like they take money out.
Oh my God.
Put X amount of dollars on the bar, but they're all billed up.
Yeah.
I love saying like, this is back here. Let me know when that's ready for me.
Right, dude. Like you want me to just go through? Like
yeah.
that's actually rude as fuck.
Like I had a girl and I looked at my bar back and I was like, look how this is gonna be prepared for me right now. I said, Miss, this needs to be ready a little bit better, okay?
Yeah.
And then I come back and it's like now in a taller pile. And I sat there and I sit there and I strung it each bill and I said, this is how we're gonna give money to an adult from now on, okay? Thank you.
Would you rather them crumble it up or throw it at you? You know how they just like toss you the money? Which one is like less?
Is it straight bills or is it crumpled up bills?
I mean, it's straight bills. But
I'll
like you'll take that instead of the crumpled up?
I mean, I'm going to remember you.
Yeah.
Next time.
Like the money toss is really rude though. Like both is rude, but like I don't know. I think I'd rather just get the crumpled up dollars and take care of it in a second than somebody like I'm not even eye contact and I'm like, hey, it's $14 and this. Like
it
what is
depends on where
this?
it goes too. Like if you don't acknowledge the fact that it just went everywhere.
What's my hand is like I've had my hand extended and like I'm like, come on, man, that's kind of rude. Yeah. And then I'll like purposely get change and give it to them sideways in their hands. Yeah. Just let them know, hey, you're a dick.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
like
how you do it.
That's exactly like that's my kind of assholeness. I'm like,
especially
I purposely
like the tab's like $99 and they only give you $100. You're like, here's your change. Oh no, it's all you. No. It's okay.
I'll take it at this point, whatever. But yeah, man. But I really am happy that you came back on our show.
Thank you.
I hope you had a good time.
Dude, I love doing this, man. I love hanging out.
It's fun, right?
I love a good bitch fit. I love like this industry is full of them. People need to get it out more. If there's only things you can say out loud.
Especially right before I go to work.
Especially for these two, like these people listening, like they know they're not alone. They know this is all stuff we relate on the daily. Like, yeah. I
just felt like it was necessary for sure. I'm glad I had my partner in crime to do it with me too. So thanks again.
I love you, bud. I hope you do this again.
Oh yeah. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers, bud.
This is the life we choose. Life we choose. And honestly, I wouldn't want it